Hey guys, and welcome to the third and final episode of Exploring Gerês. If you haven't watched the first and the second part of this series, go and check these videos out. I'll leave a card right here. You do not want to miss them. Honestly, I think they're some of the best videos I've done yet. So go and check them out. Now that you're all caught up with the first and second video, let's get into the third one. This was our third and final day here in the Gerês, and we'd been having an absolute blast the whole time. It's such a beautiful place with so much to do, so much nature to explore. I mean, there was no way that this was going to be a bad trip. In this video, the first location that we went to was called Poo Negro, the Black Well. In the previous video, we went to the Green Well. I've got to say, I think this is one of my favorite places on earth, essentially. The water was darker than in all these other places that I've been showing you here in Gerês. That's why it's called the Black Well. Even though it was dark in some places, you could still see that the water was really clear where it wasn't too deep, and it was this bright green color. So overall, an amazingly beautiful place. And it's essentially this small lake where you have some cliffs around it, and you can put your stuff on the cliff, leave your towel there, sunbathe, and also you can jump from the cliff, which is a lot of fun. So essentially you can spend a whole day just chilling or doing a bit more active stuff like jumping and swimming actually. There's also this spot over the water where someone put a rope in. You have to climb the wall a little bit, and you can actually hang onto the rope and swing into the water and do sort of a backflip or whatever dive you want. I tried to do it a few times, and then one of the times I cut my foot, which was very, very unfortunate. Day 3 of the trip, and we're late as usual to leave the house, and now we've got an hour and a half trip ahead of us. We've just had breakfast here at the supermarket, and we're on our way, having a nice little white monster to start the day off. So we've arrived at the spot and it's 10 past midday, and apparently it's my fault that we're late because I wanted to have breakfast, and Pedro is very annoyed at me because I'm always late, isn't it? This is the Poço Negro. Now we've got to go down these fucking stairs. Guys, we've just found another wild animal. Look, he's creeping in the shadows. Try not to be seen. Let's see if we can get a little bit closer. Don't want to scare him off. Right now we're here at the spot. It looks really cool. You've got this cliff here, and then you can jump into the black water. Got a rope over there which you can swing from. Up here on the cliff, we've got a really nice spot to chill. I've been sunbathing here. Honestly, you could just come here like in the morning or in the afternoon and spend a few hours here. Amazing spot. Poço Negro. Really enjoying it. We're probably going to end up having lunch here. We bought some food from the supermarket, and it's been a really chill day. Really enjoying the vibes. No hail today. We're having some nice weather as well. It's like 30 degrees Celsius, really good. Not too crowded as well. We've got a few people, but overall, really nice day. Really enjoying it, guys. my foot when I slipped on the rock to swing from the rope. And this is the situation. My 20k steps per day might be a bit threatened. So this was being an extremely fun day until this happened. And this cut in my foot honestly really put a dent in my 20,000 steps per day because it was on the bottom of my foot. So every time I took a step, it hurt a lot. But regardless, we had an amazing time here at Poo Negro. Nice chill afternoon other than having done this cut on the foot when I was trying to climb up to the rope. Just sitting here in the shade for a bit, probably gonna have some lunch now, and I'm gonna have to try and avoid these chips. Oh, get me my fucking chip. Have to avoid this. So this is gonna be lunch. Prosciutto, some cherry tomato, and some cashew nuts with some cranberries, I think. The next place we went to was very, very far away, and most of us had no idea. It was Diaz and Luisa's idea to go there, and we were all a bit in the dark. So we took about 2 hours to get to the next spot, and we had to go through Spain and back into Portugal. And this second location was actually beautiful. It was a spot called Cascata Lake, and it was this amazing waterfall, also with a nice little lake, a bunch of rocks to chill at. The thing is, when we got there, we had no clue what the path was. So we went down the middle of the mountain, and that's not where we were supposed to go through, and we actually had to turn back. So that was about half an hour lost and a lot of sweated. Then we actually ran into this guy who told us where the actual path was, and we got to the waterfall in only 20 minutes. So actually it was very worthwhile going there. I was a bit skeptical in the beginning because I thought we were going to take hours and hours to reach the location, but in 20 minutes we were there, and it was gorgeous. The only thing was, when we reached it, it was already close to sunset, maybe an hour and a half before sunset, so we needed to get a move on because we had to go and have dinner, and that was also about an hour away from where we were. So we only spent about an hour chilling at this spot. Simão and I went climbing up over the waterfall, and we discovered a few other lakes. It was a lot of fun. It is a spot where I would go to again, but I would want to spend a bit more time there and go prepared for it. So now we're on our way to the next location of the day, location number 2, which is another waterfall, and now we're going through Spain. We've just crossed the border. After a 2-hour-long car drive, which felt like 4 hours, I don't know, we finally reached the parking space for the next destination. So here we go, down the mountains. We have absolutely no clue where the waterfall is, but we've got a pretty good guess, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so after having turned back because we tried to be adventurous and go down the wrong trail, this guy told us a quicker way to get here through the shade, and we got here in about 20 minutes or less. So pretty happy with that. Now we've just got to cross these rocks and we'll be at the spot. Looks pretty cool. Let me show it to you. Sexy man over there. That looks pretty decent. Nice. Okay, so just got done getting back to the car. Had to climb all of that. And there's the drone. Nice little climb. A few calories burned. It was really nice down there actually. But now we're heading to dinner. It's already midnight and we're halfway home. I completely forgot to vlog after dinner because actually dinner was a bit disappointing. I had already eaten there before, but it was a bit disappointing compared to last time. It wasn't the best end to the trip, but anyway, it's really good. And now we're back, going to Lisbon, another 2 hours ahead of us. So I will check in with you guys in the next video. Bye-bye. And that's it for the trip, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this series of videos. It was obviously a blast being there and filming it, and I also really enjoyed making the video, so I hope they appeal to you, and look forward to more travel videos coming, because honestly I think it's my favorite thing to film more than any of the fitness and lifestyle stuff. Travel vlogs are it. Now I'm going to end this video with a few recommendations and my overall rating of Gerês. So the big question, is Gerês a place worth visiting? In my opinion, there's no doubt about it. I had already been there once and it was in the winter, and now we went in the summer, and summer is it for me. I absolutely loved it. Obviously it was much hotter. The temperature was between 30 and maybe close to 40 degrees every day, which is rough if you're going on hikes and stuff, but to me it's so worth it because then you can enjoy the water and all of these beautiful waterfalls and lakes, so it really makes the trip come together. I'd have to say that in terms of beauty, variety of spots, I would have to give Gerês 10 out of 10. Absolutely no questions asked. The only thing where I have to rate it a little lower is the accessibility, because regardless from where you are, most of the spots that you'll want to go to are at least an hour away by car. So if you don't have a car, you're basically stuffed. And even if you have a car, be ready for long transfers from one place to another. So I would have to give it about 8. The thing is, every place that you go to is worthwhile, so even though it takes a while to get there, you'll definitely enjoy it. That's my overall rating. I think that'll bring the rating down to a 9 instead of a 10, maybe 9.5. So overall, highly recommend it. As I said in the first video, I think Gerês is my favorite place in Portugal. The natural beauty is unparalleled. To finish this video off, just a few recommendations. First of all, plan your trip. Plan the places you want to go to. There's a bunch of information available about the best spots in Gerês, including these videos that I did. So use that as a guide, use whatever blogs and stuff you research, but be ready for adventures. Not everything is going to go according to plan. You're going to have unforeseen hikes, you're going to maybe get hailed upon like we did. Just be ready for adventures. So plan, but be cautious that things might go a little different than you expected. Always have a rucksack with water and food. There are a bunch of fountains and streams that you can get water from. You can actually drink from the water everywhere in Gerês. It's pure, and it's where a lot of the water here in Portugal comes from. So you can do that, but at least have a bottle with you. But I would recommend always bring a full bottle, because you never know when you're going to need it, essentially. When you're on these long trails and hikes, you can get really thirsty, and it's very important to stay hydrated. So a backpack with water and food. Sunscreen. You're going to be exposed to the sun a lot, both when you're in the places enjoying the water and as well when you're on the hikes getting to the places, and it can get very hot. So to avoid sunburns, get sunscreen. Along with that, I also recommend a hat, just to protect your head from all the sun and stuff. Also, very important is comfortable footwear. There are some people that enjoy having those shoes for the water which don't slip. I honestly didn't feel the need for that. If you want to go crazy and run around inside the water, then definitely yes, have those, because the rocks can be very slippery. But overall, I would just recommend a very comfortable pair of shoes, sneakers preferably, or mountain boots, mountain shoes, trekking shoes, that sort of thing. And comfortable socks, because you're going to walk a lot and they're not going to be easy trails. You're going to have to go from rock to rock, you're going to go up dirt, hills and stuff, so it can be quite treacherous. Get ready for a lot of walking, so the more comfortable the shoes are, the easier the trips will be as well. Have a phone with you. There are places where you're not going to have a signal, but having a GPS can be quite important, because it can be easy to get lost depending on where you're trying to go. So having a fully charged phone and a power bank probably is a very good idea. A camera. You do not want to forget these memories, and there's so many absolutely gorgeous places here in Gerês. It would be a shame for you not to capture your memories in the best way. As you know, I like to make videos, I like to take pictures, so for me that's a must. I did most of it on my phone, so that's easy enough. If you've got a phone that captures good images and video, that should be enough. Just make sure you don't run out of battery, because you will regret it. Everything in Gerês is beautiful and photograph/video worthy. Also, I do recommend you go with someone else. There have been a lot of accidents in Gerês. People slip on rocks and stuff, and the trails are not the easiest, so it's not advisable to go alone. Go with someone else, just to make sure that you have backup And also, in my opinion, it makes the trip more enjoyable. You're sharing the memories with someone, sharing the activities. It's a lot of fun. But even if it's just for safety reasons, don't go alone. Final recommendation, and it might seem obvious, but it might not: have a car. As I said, the places are very distant from each other, so even if you do like to hike and do long trails and walks and stuff, you're probably not going to enjoy a lot of the different spots that Gerês has to offer because they're so distant from each other. So unless you're planning on staying a whole month, I highly recommend you get a car because public transport isn't the best. And with a car you have all of this freedom and you can visit anything you want. And that's it from me, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this series. Please leave a like in the video. A lot of effort went into it and I want to continue to do more, and you leaving your like just motivates me to keep going. Also, leave your thoughts and opinions, and don't forget to subscribe for future videos, not only about lifestyle stuff but a lot of travel stuff coming soon, because as you know, Greece is coming right up. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one.